Alright, welcome back once again to another viewer game analysis. So it's going to be following Neith this time, played by Stoll in the AD carry role. Now, in this game, it's 29 minutes long. He goes 3-7-7, currently in Plat 2. How do you think you played? Quite badly. Did not box very well and missed a lot of basics and abilities. Was able to get into some good positions in lane, but couldn't capitalize on them. What aspects of the game do you struggle with? Positioning in team fights, when, how to box your Balonke, how to help out my team more. Also, I missed a lot of rotations that I should have known were coming, even though my mid laner didn't call all of them. Okay, what aspects of the game do you feel comfortable with? When to fight for objectives, ulting to help out my team, early laning phase. Cool. Let's have a little look through this game then, see exactly what you do right, exactly what you do wrong, and where we can look for corrections. First thing I'd like to know, you went for the Heartseeker build, and I fucking love this on Neith. I think this is probably one of the strongest things in game right now is Neith in the Heartseeker build. Just because she's got sustain with her Unravel, she can actually outbox a lot of the other hunters based off this. If they go Heartseeker, you've got sustain and they don't. If they go Devour's Gauntlets, you're going to still be able to sustain and deal more damage to them in the early game, and you're going to get your stacks online earlier. So this is all great stuff for Heartseeker. On top of that, the scaling on World Weaver is 120% physical power, so you can still influence that with the Heartseeker. Beautiful, beautiful start. Love it on Neith, and this is why Neith's starting to see a lot bit more play, is because Heartseeker is just so damn strong on this grill at the start of the game. There are no grills on the internet, but there are grills in this game. Quite a few on your side, actually. Let's see how this one plays out, though, at the beginning, and see what we can do going forward to get you better and higher in Division. Nothing too exciting at the start. Now, let's check in with the lane. You again, Squan, use your Balonke against the Ymir, Neith. This lane is auto-win in the early game. Guan can't clear the wave out because if he uses Tele Assault, Ymir freezes him. On top of that, you can also root him in place, which means that he can't clear the wave with Tele Assault because he gets rooted. He still does the ability, but he can't actually move to the ability. Jabalonke's push power is not as strong as yours. Ymir's push power alone can technically outpush these two just because of the lane that you're in. So this whole game should be about constant poke onto them and trying to bring them down as quick as possible. As they walk up to lane here, let's just quickly check whether they've got Bluestone Pendant, 4 health potions, 4 mana potions. Jabalonke is going Devour's Gauntlets. Yeah, we're happy. We're happy in this lane. Very, very happy. You can see Ymir's already like, let's go for blood. And that's a good play from the Ymir. It's a shame he misses the freeze, but love the call from him. Poke, 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 poke. Great poke. This should be a kill. This should be a kill. It's not, unfortunately, but great poke damage at the start of this game. It's a good laning phase so far. A little bit risky not going for a point to backflip, but I'm okay with it because of how the lane is, but you don't know where the enemy team is right now. Great follow-up, great follow-up. That could be a kill. Next time round, one thing to just change off that, okay? If you would have used your in-hands before you used the Unravel, you could have potentially killed him because of the root. When you've rooted them, make sure you land the in-hands before the Unravel. Unravel's a big area that you can actually influence on. I'll try and show you this again quickly so you can actually see what I'm talking about here. Because it's a good attempt. But I think you could have killed Guan here if you would have played it differently. I just don't think you played it very well. There we go. You'll see it coming up now. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Keep an eye on exactly what you choose to do here. After he hits him, you land the Spirit Arrow, which is great. Use the in-hand first. Your in-hands are doing 62 a time. Now, after you've used Spirit Arrow, you could land another auto attack here. Instead, what you do is you land one auto and then go for Unravel. You could have landed another auto here. The other auto would have done 62 damage. We just saw how much damage it was doing with 62 on a basic attack. How much does Unravel do here? Unravel does 70. But what could you have done? Look at the range of the two. Look at the range of the two that you're actually firing off here. It's monstrously big. Okay? So you could still hit him with this even if he did... even if you did try and escape it, you could still technically kill him in this situation. We're checking with his HP pool right now, just to show you. He's currently sat on 133. Well, 70 plus 62, you're looking at around 132 damage, and that'd leave him on like 1 HP, right? right? Could be on 1 HP right now. If you actually auto-attack here, you'd be a lot better off. Just look for the auto-attack. Look for the auto-attack first before you go for the unravel. You could have confirmed the kill here. What ends up happening is you use the unravel, and the unravel cast time, as you can see, it takes a little bit longer, and then you're looking for the auto-attack afterwards. You could have gone auto, unravel, auto, or just landed 2 autos in a row. He didn't have any way to escape that there. Good poke. See, we're doing the unravel again. It's okay, but I don't think you necessarily need it. Backflip. You've not got backflip yet. Okay. I was going to say backflip here. The reason I'm shouting backflip is because it's a slow and this would help out your teammate as well, which is a shame you can't. Best thing you could do here is continue beating them down. I hope you do. And backflip. Yeah. The funny thing is that whole rotation there was because what I just called about mid lane being missing as well, because I saw them rotating through the jungle. You can't see that on the map, but what you can see is that they're missing, and you can see that your team haven't rotated very well here at all. So you both die. Is that your fault? Not really. Would backflip have saved you? Potentially it could have. But at the end of the day, you know, that's just the team's not rotating and trying to abuse it. Hopefully the teammates can abuse that big rotation from them, but they make it 2 for 2. You're back alive again, though. Let's follow and tune in with you. 0, 1, and 1. So, you didn't get that kill. And there's backflip online as well. Just root him there. Next time that happens, just root him. Because he already hit you. He's already got aggro from minions. And the root damage is really high. Really high. Could have poked him down a lot more than you actually did there. Looking for the in-hands. It's funny that when I see you using the unravel, you should be looking for auto attacks. Here's a rotation from your team. You're not going to get in range. I like the fact that you farm the minions first before trying to turn up for the fight. There was no reason not to farm first. So your laning phase hasn't gone that bad right now. Good route. Good poke again. Be careful about positioning. You see, the thing with the unravel is everyone wants to use it when it's on cooldown, and what you want to really be doing it for is to heal for the most part. And if you wouldn't have actually used the unravel when you did under the tower, you would have had it available for when these minions came forward heal. And then you could have healed at the same time as potentially hit him, but got a bigger heal off because you've got the weave on the ground. You've got to abuse the weaves a little bit more. Ah, you use it then. Good job. As it did come back off cooldown. Basing because we want to get Heartseeker, that makes sense. 1 ward, 1 mana potion. Change our mind about the mana potion. Okay, we're looking for an ult across the map. As there was a gank in mid lane, you do pick up the kill from that. Really good work. Good map awareness of keeping an eye out with your ultimate on the way back to lane. That's good stuff. Stackies. Gotta slow it down a little bit. It was going a little bit too quick. Good trade. Gotta land those autos, though. Gotta land those autos. I won't be scared of him there. I won't be scared of him. He's out of mana. I wouldn't have been scared of him. I would have kept going aggressive, I think. The backflip, I understand why you did the backflip. You were worried about losing the trade, but I think you could have stuck around a little bit more. You could look for a kill in this lane now, just because you know LeBlanc is very, very low on mana. But it's just getting in range, really, without your ultimate being available. Burnt Jaguar. Behind you, you've got Guan Yu right now. Should be aware of that one. Wait patiently for the backflip. Good backflip to avoid it. Now root him. Oh, never mind, he dashed away. Focus on the stacks now. Things are going okay so far. Good use of your ultimate there. This lane's going pretty well. I love the fact you just were patient then. That was really good. No! Now you're in trouble. Heal. You're out of mana, that's why you can't heal. I like the fact you were patient with your backflip then. You were just using in-hands. I don't think the backflip would have necessarily saved you in that situation. You could have potentially killed Mercury there. I don't think it was that bad. The wall coverage is a little bit slack of your team. And that's where you go down again. But what you need to realise now is that after 2 deaths in this lane, both your deaths have come down to the fact the enemy team's rotated. So I want your map awareness picking up from this point. This is what you need to realise in your games going forward, guys at home as well, is that if you're getting rotated on constantly from enemies, you need to keep an eye out on the minimap a lot more of where the enemies are, of whether you can go aggressive. Can you win the lane? We already discussed this at the start of the game. The duo lane is basically a free win in terms of how we're going to clear the wave out, and they can't really do anything against us. So these rotations are what's impacting us in this lane from Scylla and from Mercury. So we want to be keeping an eye on these at all time. I think I've just seen your ultimate and I just missed it, so I need to find out where that ultimate went now. Just gonna wait for you to come back online as I was busy talking. But yeah, in your games too, guys, if you're having a free lane, your map awareness needs to go up because that means you're going to get ganked more. I think Neith just used her ultimate. Oh no, you used your ultimate in the last engagement. What am I talking about? You killed off the Xbalanque with it, so that's why it's on cooldown. Back to lane again. Potential kill onto the Xbalanque here. Don't be scared. Xba does go down. You take some poke. And you do pick up that kill then as well. Be careful about positioning against that Scylla. Yeah, go farm the wave. I love the call to go farm the wave there. Don't stay in the engagement. Potential for you to easily get picked. I think this is a better call to just go farm the wave and leave them to clean that up. If they don't clean it up, that's their fault, not yours. You push to the tower. And now you can potentially look at rotating as well. Do we want to rotate here? Probably not. Could we go back to base? Yeah, we can finish off our Assy here, or we could look for boots. We sold our ward to make sure we get the Assy. Well, the ward was good, but I never saw you really place it, which is unfortunate. Good backflip. Good decision to backflip in case they carry on going aggressive. Now you can just sit and wait for the next wave coming in. There's nothing in the jungle for you to really farm here. You've not really got wall coverage to see what's going on. But luckily Guan using lean, so you know they're not doing Gold Fury right now, which is good. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Guan's get a base, which can leave you 1v1 versus Xbalanque. I would have done this now. This is not a good call to try and go for this now. The reason it's not good to go for this now, just the simple fact that Xbalanque is going to push this wave in. By the time you started doing this purple buff, Xbalanque will have already cleared this wave out, and then he'll be able to rotate in and potentially try and steal this one away from you. Okay? You've got to really think about when's the right time to go for the buffs. I don't think this is the right call to go for the buff right now, just because you could clear this wave out with 1 Spirit Arrow as well as 1 Unravel. That'll clear the wave in full with what your stacks are at right now. You could easily clear that wave out and then look to do your buff. If Xbalanque wants to come into the jungle, then at least you're not losing experience instead. And him delaying you doing this buff means that you're going to lose minions to the tower as well. So you've got to be careful about decisions here. I think you changed your mind with the right opportunity there. I'm glad you did. You could have taken the buff, I agree, but it's just risky. Now you can go for it because you've got time to. Even if he does come now, you're not losing anything for it. You can just reset it if you need to. On top of that, your mirror's back. So I'm glad you made the right call there. You could have potentially messed up on that one. So you can see mid-harpies have just spawned. Xbalanque's in lane. Can we get a kill here? This is where you're going to be careful, because we've spoke about this a couple of times. Where's Scylla right now? Do we know where Scylla is? Where's Scylla? Where's Scylla? Where's Scylla? Scylla's dead. Yay. Keep an eye on the minimap at all times. That's what I'm doing every time now. Where's Scylla? Because every time I've pushed up this far is the time that I've been ganked. Where's Mercury? Don't know where Mercury is. Do I have ward coverage? I don't have a ward around here. Could Mercury be here right now? Could Mercury be here right now? Yeah. Where's Guan? Guan's with Ymir, so I know where he is. But where's Mercury? Where's Mercury? Where's Mercury? We don't have eyes on Mercury and we're going aggressive again. Even though this engagement, you might not see that, you need to be thinking about this the whole time. Where is Mercury? Red buff. We can look for a red buff experience here. I know you're looking for a rotation here. There was nothing for you to do just then. So you rotate towards a Gold Fury. I would have picked up that red buff experience maybe, but now farm is back in lane. Go farm up again. Wave is clear. A wave tries to gank. You see where Mercury is now. What's our game plan? Kind of hovering, waiting for something. Next wave comes in. I can see you're looking for stuff, but there's just not a lot for you to find. But here comes Goon Squad. You're just looking to survive here, and there's no survival going to happen. I'm more interested in what you choose to buy while you're in base right now. I'm just going to press tab, keep an eye on it to see what you're actually choosing here. We're at about 1200 gold on ourselves. I'm hoping we see beads come out and probably sprint too, because we're having a lot of issues with these ganks, honestly. Your only deaths have been from ganks. We're actually going to go boots 2, beads 1. I'm fine with that as well. Beads 1 should allow you to stay alive a little bit longer in case you get engaged on. But sprint 2 would have really helped you out as well, just for the mobility factor of getting away. We'll lose a few stacks in that one too, which is unfortunate. Biggest things I can see in your play, Lenestol, is probably just map awareness more than anything else. And honestly, that's something that's easily correctable as long as you just look at the map. Because honestly, a hunter for the most part, what's his job? A hunter's job is clear the wave. Clear the wave, get late game. 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 That's it. Over and over again. Yeah, you do fight with the enemies in the lane. If you get kill potential, cool. But sometimes when you're getting kill potential is when you should be looking at the minimap to make sure there's no rotations coming in from the enemy team. And this is where you've been picked every single time, is the rotations from the jungler. You've not been killed straight up in this lane matchup, and you know you're not going to get killed straight up in this lane matchup just because of what the lane matchup is and how the early game goes. So you should have more map awareness. If you're in a negative lane, what you probably find is that the jungler doesn't turn up as much in a negative lane because... surprisingly, their jungler turns up a lot. But in a negative lane, you're generally not looking for their jungler to turn up. You're looking for your jungler to turn up more often than not, and you're going to be farming pretty safely. So you're going to be very safe and back at your tower. But when you're in a positive lane, you're generally going to be a little bit more overextended, a little bit further forward than you could be, especially if you get some early game kills, which is what you do in this one. So back to stacking our Heart Secret one more time. Our ultimate is available. Can we keep an eye on the minimap here? Like, what if we got kill potential on? When we can see Ballona's in a little bit of trouble on this left-hand side right now. Sorry, on this right-hand side right now. You can see there could be a potential for some turnaround here. What's a Weelix up to? A Weelix is heading over there as well, but they're just going to do blue buff. Good rotation to mid. This is a good rotation. You farmed out the mid wave. There was no experience for you to really have in this wave. The only thing you could have done was stay in the lane and potentially be overextended again. And last time you got overextended, you died, so makes perfect sense. Giannis just based. This rotation to mid was very, very good. Just a shame mid harpies are up, yeah, because you could have abused this even more. But you can get 2 waves of experience there, well, a wave and a half of experience, which is a really good call for this rotation. I like this rotation. You get the stacks. That's pings from your team. I know what that ping is. I know what that ping is. That ping is the ping from Giannis going, "Go away! I need to farm in mid lane." And I'll be like, listen, son. If you kept track of your freaking mid laner and actually used that ultimate to come to the fights in the duo lane when I'm constantly getting ganked after pooping on these nuggets that I'm fighting against, then I would leave this wave. But no, I have died 3 times, and 2 of them is because you didn't rotate and keep an eye on your mid laner. Yeah, so I'm farming this crap. You farm that, son. You farm that. I'm down. I would have done the same thing. Yeah. Back to lane. You don't lose an experience. This is a good call. This is a good call. Besides, he wasn't going to be there forever anyway. What's the ultimate about? What's this ultimate about? What's this ultimate about? What's this ultimate about? You've got a Weelix backing. You've got Bellona farming with no one there. You've got Giannis in your main mid. You're not going to get killed. Stop shouting your ultimate. Stop it. Stop it. There's nothing happening. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go farm. Go farm. Now he's a fight on the right. Ult. We're going to get a kill out of that. Maybe we'll get an assist. We did get an assist out of that, which is good stuff. Lose the trade a little bit there, but... oh, got to land those attacks. I'm surprised we've not used Unravel yet. Why didn't we use Unravel yet? This is the funny thing, is that I've seen you use an Unravel multiple times, and then we watch this trade, and you don't choose to do it. So that fight doesn't go great. That engagement's not great, but you've got RC and you're going to sustain a little bit off this minion. Back to full again. This situation, okay, we can still fight. What do we know? He's used Rising Jaguar. How long ago was it you used Rising Jaguar? About 2-3 seconds ago. What's the cooldown on Rising Jaguar? Let's work it out in our head. If we play Hunter, we should know what it is. Off the top of my head, I think I'm going to say let's like between 9 and 12 seconds. Let's go 9 to 12 seconds. Let's find out where he is. Bop. It's 16 seconds, but 9 seconds left. So, There's 16 seconds, which we can learn about. 16 seconds, and he's down to 9. That means we've got 9 seconds where he can't really escape if we get an engagement again. Unravel's up. The next minion wave comes in, okay? At this moment, I wouldn't unravel just yet. I like the use of Spirit Arrow to try and get him. Unfortunately, it misses. It's at this point, though, when you get to here, when you stand here right now and he's getting hit by all the archers, this is the moment that you're looking for the unravel. The reason you're looking for the unravel is because A, it'll heal you to put you closer back towards the HP pool of him. You've got a level lead here as well. On top of that, all these minions are hitting him at the same time. His attack speed is dropped, which means he's going to clear these minions slower, which means his damage output gets lower as well. On top of that, we know he used Rising Jaguar. So if he's used Rising Jaguar, we also know what the cooldown is, how long it's going to be roughly until it back up. So we've got about 4 or 5 seconds, I'd say, right now until it's going to be available. Can we see it? Can we find him? Oh, it's back available now. Well, it's just because I'm pausing. That's why. But I'm pretty sure it should be on cooldown. At least for a second or two longer anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. But Unravel there should have been used. This should be the moment for Unravel. I don't know why you juke back towards the minions there. You should have kept yourself off to the side. The reason I'm saying keep yourself off to the side, yes, you may take more poke. But by standing in this sort of position that you put yourself into, he has a decision to make. Does he hit you or does he hit the minions? Because they're both doing damage to him. Okay, if he doesn't hit the minions are getting free damage off the whole time. If he hits the minions, you're doing free damage to him for free as well. So both these things are hurting him for nothing by you standing off to the side. But by you standing here, what is he able to do? He's able to pop the Bola virus and clear everything at the same time. You're making the decision so much easier for him, and you don't want to make decisions easy for him. By standing off to this side, you've got 2 opportunities. One, beat him down. If he trades with you, archers are helping you out too. Also, you got the Unravel for the attack speed slow, which we already discussed. So if he chooses to prioritize you, it's easy for you to kill him because the minions are doing damage. On top of that, if he prioritizes the minions, it's easy for you to kill him because you're doing damage to him as well. On top of that, you've also got Backflip available. Backflip is up, so by standing around here, if you do start losing the trade, if things don't go right in this trade, like you miss your autos and he lands every single one, you can quickly just backflip back to safety again of the tower range and get yourself out of trouble. I think this was an opportunity where you could have gone a little bit more aggressive, positioned yourself a little bit differently, and it would have potentially helped you out a little bit more. Instead, you went to the minion wave and you took some more Bola poke for free. And so he wins the trade when that trade was technically in your favour. And you save the Unravel for the minion wave coming in and clear yourself up. Now he's looking for your purple buff and you just use your cooldowns for it. You know he's there, but we don't really have anything. What can we do? What can we do? Can he 100 to 0 you from here? That's the question you're asking yourself. Can he 100 to 0 you? What do you have up? You've got in-hands and you've got backflip. He's also tanking the buff, so he has to choose. I don't know why we wait around the corner here, why we're scared of him just now. You've got wall coverage to know he's alone doing this buff. You've also got your mirror coming from the other side. So you walking out here, if he turns his attention on you, you've still got backflip up to get away if we need to, and to avoid some of that damage coming in as well. Walk around this damn corner, stop waiting for him. Go and poke him. That's it. That's it. Force him to reset the buff. Now Ymir's behind. Keep auto-attacking. The fight's good, but we just need to watch how much damage we take with Bernie's sprint. At this point, the engagement's pretty much over. Unless Ymir makes a big boy play. I don't think he can now. That's a route is good. Good job. Easy pickup. Purple buff. Red buff. I'd be looking for red here. Because red buff could be dropped because Ymir's doing it. You could have been soaking it as well. Clear the wave out again. Quick base. Ultimate channel. Double kill. Maybe your ultimates could have been used your ultimate a little bit more probably. I like the rotation for mid camps here. There was nothing for you to just rotating around there is fine. Drop your ward at the Gold Fury here. Oh no, your ward near the purple. I like that choice too. Looking for the Gold Fury. I like the fact you realise you've got the potential to do this. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. You deserve to die here. You deserve to die. You deserve to die. You deserve to die. If you live, I'm not happy. I would rather you die. Please die. Please die. Thank you. Why am I happy that you died? Why am I happy that you died then? Sounds brutal for me to go, please die, please die, please die. But there's reasons why you should please die, please die, please die. There's a ward here. You placed this ward yourself. Okay? And the one issue you've had every single game is map awareness. This is the biggest issue you've had this game, which is map awareness time and time and time and time and freaking again. Your map awareness has been letting you down, and this is why you deserve to die. Because this is exactly the same opportunity of You going overly aggressive, all of a sudden, you see Xbalanque right now, you see Guan right now, as you push down this minion wave. It's at this moment in the game that you should back away from this engagement. It's right now you should be leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when you'll be back again, because there's no minions left for you to farm. You're not going to be able to take the tower down without taking way too much damage, and you shouldn't be trading even though you've got a minion wave, because they've got 2 people coming in against 1. Guan's coming around the back, you see Zheba coming into lane, and you fight Zheba. You don't respect Guan Yu. I don't know why you don't respect Guan Yu, because he can cause a lot of issues for you. You get a great trade-off with the Xbalanque. Cool. You get a good trade-off with him. And then Tallow Assault Boy's kicking your ass, and you're still trading. And it's at this moment in time that little anti-Scylla turns up to the engagement too, which you've also got a ward on. And it's at this moment you're like, well, shit, but maybe I can still get the kill. You're still looking for the kill. That's when your backflip gets used, and that's when you deserve to die because you stuck around too long. On top of that, you should lose a mid-wave. You should lose a wave of experience for that as well. What do we get out of that engagement? Nothing. What do they get? They're probably going to be able to push down the tower here. Your team has to rotate into support. Maybe they'll get a kill in response here. If you're lucky, they do. So currently it's a 1-for-1. Now it's a 2-for-1. And Ymir... Oh, that's a really, really little. Ymir comes in trying to confirm the kill for you. Maybe Ymir will get a kill. Ymir does get a kill, but he goes down in trade. What happened in that engagement? Notice how you caused this whole fight. You caused this whole fight over in this lane. You caused this whole fight over in the lane. What did you get out of it? You got nothing. You got no assists, and you got no kills in that engagement, and you died for it. Ymir dies, Awilix dies, because of your indiscretions. Across the way, you do manage to kill off Mercury, and you do manage to kill off Scylla, I believe. Was it really worthwhile? 3-for-2 trade? Sorry, scrap that. 4-for-2 trade. 4-for-2 trade. Was it worthwhile? Was it worthwhile? It wasn't worthwhile. Why did this fight happen? Because you were overextended. Because you were overextended. Now, realise that in your other games in the future, people might not rotate to this fight and just let you die because you deserve to. But you just forced a fight there that saw it go 4-for-2 in the enemy team's favour. 4-for-2 was that trade. And Xbalanque stayed alive and actually got assists in that. What did you get out of that engagement? That whole engagement was done by you. Remember that. Whole engagement was done by you. The whole engagement. Whole engagement. When you look back and stuff like that, you're like, damn! That was a mistake. You're like, yeah, it was. Now the funny thing is, this game's a loss, which is interesting because that is one of the turning points of the game, I think. The golden experience is still in your favour, so the gold's definitely still in your favour, the kills are still in your favour, but that engagement wasn't good. Ultimate opportunity, you're looking for something, they're still ganking the Mercury's under the tower now. Stop channeling it, stop channeling it, you wait for Christmas. Maybe you can get Scylla though. Scylla was about, yeah, you saw Scylla the last second, I can see that. You're thinking about Scylla now. You can try and force something out of it maybe. If you're lucky with the Sentinel, you might get a kill. Don't think you will, but if you do, that's good stuff. Cool, you get the assist as well. So we pick up the kill there, our purple buff's up here. Where's your Xbalanque going? Do you know where Zhiba's going? Hopefully he's going for his purple, is what you expect. The call to do your purple there was the right one. Clear the wave and maybe look at rotating. What I'm looking for at the moment is, can we kill Xbalanque? Yes, but what's more important right now? Probably defending mid-tier tower where Guan Yu's pushing in. Your whole team's over in the solo lane. Gold Fury's down. We don't need to be there either. What I would have done is Spirit Arrow this wave, clear the wave out quickly, rotate to mid lane, get some more farm. We'll see if you do that. Go farm mid. Go farm mid. Good call. Good call. I know you see mid harpies on the way. You should have still farmed mid though. I would have still gone for the mid farm. I would have still gone for the mid farm here. You rotate for mid harpies, which I really, really like, and picking them up on the way. But you should have stayed for the mid lane farm as well. That would have hit you level 18 as well, and released the pressure on mid lane, which leads your team to still be able to go aggressive. Could have farmed that up. Could have farmed that up. You weren't going to lose anything in this lane at all. You clear this wave out. Where are you going now? Quick trip back to base, I guess. No wall coverage, so full beads and sprint 2. Cool. What's that ultimate about? That ultimate looks a bit weird. Are we just firing ults off for the sake of firing ults off here? Let me see. Was it defensive ult? It looks like a defensive ult, I guess. It was a defensive ult. It works out well as well. I mean, I guess he screamed for help. That's the only reason I could see you going for that sort of ultimate is because he screamed for help. You weren't going to be able to get a kill out of it. So you know when Gold Fury is coming up right now, you've got a ward in the inventory. Where's your ward going to go? Hopefully you place it near that purple buff again. We've still got it in our inventory right now. We're really big right now, honestly. Like we're nearing full build. We're just missing out on some crit right now. So we should be looking to fight if we can. Fight in the jungle on the right hand side of the map is a 2v2 over here. Mid lane's being pushed in. Is it really worth a trading here in this jungle? You clear the ward out. Go mid now. Go mid. Go mid. Go mid. Go mid. Good lad. Good lad. Good lad. You choose to go mid. Go mid. No, you change your mind. Why are we dancing here? Why are we dancing here now? Look at the fight. Look at what's going on, right? There's no farm here just yet in the duo lane, so there's no reason to be back here yet. It's still not back in time. You and Ymir are not going to do the Gold Fury at this stage of the game alone, because you could potentially get picked, and the amount of damage the Gold Fury will do at the same time as these gods is too much. What's going on in mid lane? Mid lane needs to be get some pressure off this mid lane right now, plus your teammates are still fighting over here. So you rotating to mid lane cuts off the options of aggression from their team. These two are rotating to mid lane right now. Zhubalong, King Guan Yu, you can see that. They can pressure down and through this side and cut off the retreat options from your team. If you are already here, you can stop them doing that, which is the relieving pressure on these two to get out of dodge. They've got two options on, but three. 1, 2, 3, and Giannis, just to add to the mix. But then you can push out this mid wave as well, relieve the pressure here, instead of just dancing around the Gold Fury, pretending like you're going to do it, which you're not going to do right now because of the fight that's going on over here. Rotate mid lane. Rotate mid lane. Instead, you're trying to come around the back. And now what's the situation? Well, they've both died. And it's a 3v2. Now what are you doing? Well, Ymir thinks you and him are huge. And now you're going to die too. Hit what's in front of you, I agree with. This is the weirdest fight. Weirdest fight. Looks like Ymir goes down too. And you're going to lose the tower probably. Or the Gold Fury. Or both. They're doing gold. You know they're doing gold right now. So let's see how you play this fight out. The main objective when you get to Gold Furies like this as a hunter is honestly, it's very difficult to necessarily get the Gold Fury steal unless you can kill the support. Most of the time supports aren't generally tanking these days because the Devourers, Colonists and Hunters are the ones that generally tank it. Everyone realizes that. But what you can do is potentially find yourself a kill. Unless... I'm going to... I've got nothing. I don't know what to say there. Like, good job. VER. Like, I've got nothing. Like, yeah. I mean, well done. Well done. You stole a Gold Fury with Unravel. Good job. I'm proud of you. I can't even do this anymore. I'm done. So, you get the Gold Fury. Thanks to an amazing play of skill, undeniable testing of your endurance abilities, and you do manage to get out of there as well. So, great work from you in that little engagement. A little bit overextended here. We've not got vision of anybody. Why are we going aggressive here? These are the things you've got to think about, okay? Where is the enemy team right now? You don't know where they are. What are you doing this far forward? Where's Scylla? Where's Ao Kuang? Where's Guan Yu? Where's Mercury? You ain't got vision of any of them right now. And why in the hell's God Green Earth are we not firing this ultimate into this guy's face? These are the questions that need answering right now. And in the order of, why is this not ultimate not into his face already? Why is this ultimate not in his face already? If you don't know and you've not played Smite before, what you can find out from this is each one of these is worth 100 health. When I say each one of these, you can see those little ticks in between the health bar. Each one of these is worth about 100 health. Okay? About 100 health. So what's he on? About 250. Yeah? Don't believe me? We can just check in with him. just under about 300. 300 health, see? Each one is worth about 100 health. 300 health. How much does our ultimate do? At the moment, it does 425 base. 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 Buttery biscuit base damage. Why is his ultimate not in his face? Please, answers on a postcard, please. We will find out next time as why this ultimate was not fired into his face and why he's still alive. Dropping kills. Shame. Shame. A bit of surprised a few people who are watching these ones live about the 100 HP for each one of these lines. If you don't believe me, like, it's one of those things that people don't really realize. But if we check in with, like, Mercury, for example, we can actually semi-count them for the most part to see what they're on. Because everyone's around 2,000 HP, and that's where you can see that they get bigger as time goes on. Where's Mercury? Where's Mercury? I can't find him. He's spinning in here, so I can't actually see him that well. Maybe I can count it for you. So he's on 1,700. It looks like he's actually got... Notice how he's bigger than hers, just because he's got less HP. The gaps are even bigger. So, you can see, I would count them, but I'm just too late. Too late. So you go down again. Why'd you go down? Because you're overextended. This has been the formula of your whole game here, buddy. The whole game, Lannister, has been you not keeping an eye on your minimap and you overextending. Your laning phase was great. For the most part, I like your rotations too. You're buying wards and putting them in the right places. But if you don't use this big, gigantic freaking thing on the map, you're going to have a bad time. What you should probably do if you're really struggling is grab this map, move it over here like so. Did that even do anything? I don't know. Move it over here, stick it in front of your face, because you don't need to land abilities if you're not even going to be able to play the game. Put the map in the middle of your screen, move it towards the central side, and get some vision for going out further forward. Move your map, use your map. God damn it, the map is huge and it's very, very important to you. Good luck in your future games though, Lannister. I can see you've got plenty of potential in this role. You're just overdoing it a little bit and you're not looking at your map, which is very, very important to you. You're relying on teammates too much, never rely on anybody. It's all about your own individual play to win the game.